Hello. Welcome back
Hello.
to welcome back to Ragnarals. Uh, is this seven, 8?
It's
Seven.
session.
I think it says
Eight.
session 7.
Think it should be session 8.
I think it should be session 8. If it says something different, I have actually noted that for once.
It says episode 8.
All right, so okay, session 8.
Yeah.
Let's go with 8.
But do you want me to double check or
Uh,
shall we?
my last notes were actually entitled Session 7. So this is
Exactly.
Same
yeah.
here.
All right, then we can go with session 8. Shall we
Welcome
have a
to the New Year's technical difficulties.
yes, of course. Shall we take a quick round around the table? Alos, if you can start.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome back to Ragnarals. I'm Anders, and I'm playing as the human fighter Aelos.
I'm Daniel, and I'm playing the Tiefling Bard Dio.
Hello, I am Hege, and I'm playing the human paladin Genevieve.
Hello, my name is Hydra and I am playing Josephine Shadow, the mysterious rogue.
And I'm Ole, and I play Vasith, the lizard folk fighter.
I'm Matt, and I'll be playing everybody else. As we talked amongst ourselves in the prelude, the most difficult task will be to do a recap. It's been 2 weeks since we last played, but I think I have an okay grasp on what happened last session. If I remember correctly, you went into the Whispering Runes again. There were some back and forth. You decided to head into town. And I think you decided... No, you didn't go to town. You decided to just walk inside and wing it. And kind of successfully made it to the big lurking monster, which you also attacked against all the red flags I tried to put up everywhere. And then you went back to town, and there was some disappointment from some members in the group. And you learned that you can visit the librarian in the Ashborn Unchained guild to get some information before heading in on a quest. And Josephine also had a little run-in with the guild master. And I think we left off at the tavern, where you were, as always, getting quite drunk,
As per
having
usual,
some
yeah.
having some fun, and yeah. I think we will start on the next morning from that that night at the tavern, and you have gone down to get yourself a table, have breakfast served by Martha, some more hungover than others, Dio, and yeah, we can start easy, soft there.
So, Hydra. No. Josephine,
Yeah.
Who?
That's
tell
me.
me more about this Ulrich.
Ulrich. The master hunter I met.
Yes.
I mean, he's dope. He has the dopest knife that I got to hold and check out. I told you all about this yesterday, probably. But, I mean, he is a pretty smart guy. He seems to know a lot, and he seems to know an awful lot about the area around here. And even more about the knowledge that the library holds.
It's so cool that he's like both a librarian and really cool.
Right? It's a
Uh-huh.
strange combo, but he's actually like really, really cool.
I would have guessed, like, by being a librarian, but, you know.
I mean, you know, some people who do cool stuff also like to read. Maybe this doesn't apply to you personally, Gigi, but, you know, some cool people also prefer the company of books.
Well, you can also be cool and not read.
That's
You can
also
just
true.
be cool.
You can just be cool. Yeah, I suppose there is something to that as well.
I
I
think
feel
we
like
should
we're
ask him
watering down the cool subject. Maybe not use that so frivolously.
What do you mean, cool? I mean, the
I mean-
monster hunters are all cool. Let's be real.
Yeah, sure, but maybe not every librarian.
What do you mean?
Definitely not. Not the one in my village. She was like super uncool.
Yeah, I've gotten that feeling around the few librarians I've been around. They never strike me as the coolest people.
Is
Nice
this
to
the
have a
difference
change then.
between cool and dope?
Ooh, that is a very intricate discussion that we will go into tonight when we drink again.
Who says you're going to be in town tonight?
I just said we were going to drink tonight. I didn't say we were doing it in a tavern.
And, that's true.
I think we should go speak to this Ulrich about the mines.
Right, that's the next course of action, wasn't it?
It's either that or I'm suggesting the bog.
The bog? Ew, why would we want to go there? Sounds awful.
Because in the Blackthorn bog, there's a 700 gold reward for a quest. And I missed the bog.
You miss it?
Yes.
I'm thinking we're having this conversation like in the guild hall, right? Like it's morning, we're just roaming around in like
I was
It's-
thinking tavern, that we were having breakfast and just talking.
It's in the tavern.
Okay. I mean, we can go and speak to Ulrich. But I would also just take another look at the quest board and see what's up.
We can look at it again and see if there's other alternatives other than a bog. Definitely.
Yeah, I support
Oh.
that.
According to Wayland, opening the mines to get mithril will give us the the favor of the blacksmith, who can then craft us weapons. And then we would probably have proven ourselves, which gives us access to the enchanter in the woods, which is the path that Wayland's put out for us. I don't think why we should consider anything else, actually.
Well, I just want to have a look at it.
I think Bassett is onto something, but on
Is
a
that
different
alright?
level.
What do you mean, Dio?
I think we should definitely go to the mine, reopen it, and then let's call it facilitate the extraction of the goods in there. If we control the supply, we also control the price, right?
But like, just because we are the ones who open it, do we own it? Is that how it works?
I'm sure we could figure that out. We just need to talk to the right people.
So can I roll a check to see how much I would know about the whole Felspire opening Ash Vale for that purpose?
Yeah, sure. It's going to be a history check, but I'm not quite sure if I understand your question. Are you talking about the start of Ashvale?
Yeah, like why they wanted to settle there. It's because of the mine, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay, now I understand. Yes,
Yeah.
give me a history check.
Okay. That will be a natural 20.
Great start of the year.
That's
Thank
the
you.
first roll of 2025.
That is promising. Great job.
I have been waiting for this moment. This is a skill check, so a nat 20 for a total of...
Let's see. It's history. It's not my greatest. It's gonna be 21.
All right. You have a vaguely memory of the location that Ashvale was founded in is because partly of the mine. But it's not the entire decision for the location.
Okay.
But you're not quite sure of the rest.
Okay. So, I mean, I don't think we are entitled to owning anything about the mine at all.
Well,
Because, well, technically everything would belong back to, Ashvale. Yeah.
yeah, but hear me out. If we, instead of fully opening it, figure out what's in there, vanquish it, make it disappear, and we can bring whatever we want out of there, we'll pay the right people, and we will control whatever comes out.
I mean, why would you want to control a mine? It's just
Because we will get everything for free.
That doesn't seem like it follows the code of conduct to serve the people.
Yeah,
Hmm,
no.
it
I
might be
mean,
no.
skirting a gray area.
I mean, you
I
all
mean,
know
if
me
it's
by now. You all know me by now. So I can't say what you should and shouldn't do because my morale isn't always like, the most perfect. But hear me out. What if this mine we just, make sure that everyone have access to and not just like we own it because like if you start owning a mine, you might want land, and then all of a sudden you're in this power situation where you feel like you're trying to like own the whole
Intriguing.
entire thing.
I mean, I'll go with the group, but what you're painting a picture of sounds fantastic.
I mean, I'm sure if like we like say own a mine and got all of the things in it, it would be easier for us to serve the people, right?
Yeah,
Because then we have a lot of stuff and things to
There's-
serve the
definitely a valid
people
point.
with.
There's not many people at the tavern at the moment, but Martha is there. And she kind of starts cleaning the glasses while she intently listens to everything you say about owning the mine.
Okay, we should ask Martha how it works. She used to her family like there's a bunch of mining equipment in the basement.
yeah.
Yeah,
and
maybe not talk about like owning a mine and
This is purely hypothetical.
ruining her entire family line by
Just-
giving this mine to a bunch of adventurers. But
Well,
yeah,
let's go with what the quest is, and we'll figure stuff out later.
regardless of how fun it would be to see Dio with a pickaxe doing a hard day's work, I mean, it doesn't really sound like the honorable way to go about this, but we'll
Look at this fabulous is hard work.
we figure it. We'll figure it out along the way, I guess.
I mean, you're the guy with a. Is it a blue cloak now that you have, or was it green? Remind me.
Our
DM.
we, isn't ours green? Or is his
No.
green?
Ours is like a
It
burnt
was.
orange.
Oh.
No,
Ew.
no.
Ours
You
are
mean-
brown.
Ours are ugly, that's all I know.
It's a
Ew.
shit color for nobody.
Poop.
You're veteran slayers, and you have burnished copper capes. And
Yeah.
Alos is a prime hunter, and his cloak is forest green with black ornaments.
Right.
So not shit colored, but like
Copper is actually quite a good color.
you should
On
call
me.
it copper. Thanks.
Yes.
Well, I guess we head on to speak with
Ulrich.
library guy, Monster Hunter Ulrich.
Mm.
And
place to start.
on the way there, Josephine will peek at the quest board.
All right. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it yourself?
I can read
It's
it.
Unchained.
Is it? There's nothing new. It's just the same.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You just have to give me a second. There we go. So there's nothing has changed on the quest board. That's kind of what I
No.
was just looking for. Not really
Yeah,
what was
no.
on it, but
It's nothing new.
nothing new. All right. Then I will say okay, and move along to Ulrich.
All right. You enter the library of Ulrich. What was his last name again? It's been way too long. Ulrich the Whisper Blade. And he greets you. Hello, welcome back. How may I assist you today? Have you come to learn about Whispering Ruins? Or is there anything else I can share with you today?
Yeah, excuse me. I mean, did you figure out anything about the ruins, or are you still working on it? It's too early. Maybe we're.
I have ascertained that I think the ruins. Let me just check my notes here. My notes. Shit.
And also, it's the quiet ruins now. They're not whispering anymore.
That's true.
Here, I found it. Well, the site itself was known as Viralis Sanctum. It was an isolated forest temple, hidden within the Grimwood Forest, and it had two purposes. It was for arcane research and also containment. Most notable, it was containing an item of immense magical power, a creature called Saratis, the Shard of Unmaking. And I believe you retrieved a fraction of it. Saratis was an elemental-like being from the void between realms. Dimensional less space where reality breaks down. It was neither a god or a demon in the traditional sense, but an entity of pure destruction. It very present warped reality, causing physical matter and magical constructs to unravel. And I also have gotten some information that the fall of the sanctum has something to do that the wardens lost control over this Saratis. But I'm not quite sure yet. It's still in research.
All right. Well, I mean, you've done a great job so far.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Another question. You know, if you were to take a guess, what do you think would, theoretically be down in the mines if we were to try and clear it out?
Well, theoretically, it could be, well, anything, actually. All that we know that is about 150 years ago. Nobody returned that day. And it was decided to send a search party. And the search party didn't return. And after that, we just closed the mine.
Have
It
any?
was not worth the risk of more human lives.
But have anyone tried to, go down there again?
Not as we know of. Or at least nobody that returned alive. But I can, of course, I can theorize. We know that it was a dwarven city within the mountain itself. Khazrak-Dur. And I learned in some text reading of this city, and they talk very much about the heart of the ruin. A sacred crystal used to power the city forges and constructs. Maybe there was a failure, or it was infected with darkness. But what kind of creatures await you, I have no idea.
How would one destroy such a crystal?
If you could find the relic called the Forge Hammer of Duras, maybe you can repair the Heart of Ruin. Or you can try to contain it and perhaps bring it here, if it's small enough, so I can study it.
Is that relic's last known location in the mine?
Yes,
Okay.
in the heart of the city. It's the city was constructed with the heart of the ruin in the middle, and the city expanded outwards in the mountains.
Yeah, but the forge hammer thingy.
Oh, the Forge Hammer of Duras.
Yeah.
Yeah, its last known location was inside the city, yes.
I think this sounds exciting.
We need to bring torches.
Definitely.
Good idea.
So this mine is underground, right?
Yes.
Great, just confirming.
Yes, Dio.
Do you know of any mines above ground?
I'm not much of a physical laborer, as has been pointed out in this party. I was hoping that maybe there was some sort of mine that didn't involve dirt, but, well, that's life, I guess.
It's mostly rocks, not dirt.
Oh, it's rock!
Yeah.
And so you don't know how big this like heart crystal is?
No.
Any other information about this city? There were dwarves there? Or there used to be?
It used to be dwarves, yes.
They might still be there. They just maybe don't want to come out.
I suppose that's true. But it's highly unlikely. Because when we started the mine 200 years ago, we found the city of Khazrak-Dur. But it was vacant even at that moment. So the damage was already done. You can say we poked the bear. And as we went deeper, suddenly the miners disappeared one day.
There
Wait,
are
you
maps
say
of
the
this
damage
city.
is already done. But there was dwarves there. Or were there not? Like, were they already gone?
In ancient texts, I believe there was a civilization of dwarves around 500 years ago. But they disappeared.
Okay. Now I see.
Is there a map of this city?
I haven't found one yet.
But you
Do you
do
have
have.
tools to make map?
What?
You have tools to make a map.
Yes, I do.
If you provide me with those, I can try and make one.
Have you been there?
No. But we're going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. Yes, please. Please do. And he hands you an ink pen and some parchment.
I'll add cartographer's tools.
Yes, you can.
Question. Since you already went into the mines before, have you anything documented of anything? Like a map of like the entrance going down, someplace where you shouldn't step, like yeah. Or it's
Well-
just a full-on suicide mission. Again.
As everybody in the Ashborn Unchained, there was a legendary encounter at the start of the mine, about 100 meters into the mine. You will enter a large spherical chamber, and a hydra was slain here by our founding fathers. This
It is
was
gone.
Yeah, the hydra is gone. And this was the start of monster hunters as we know it. And sadly, for my part, when the mine was operational, people didn't ask questions about history or anything like that because of the vast amount of mithril and precious gems that were found within the mine. So the focus was on profit and not so much to learn about the place.
All right, so people just went in, dug out the riches as treasures, grabbed them out,
Yes.
and then the next time they went in, they disappeared in a way, like over like 50 years, obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
If you, I can sort of understand them. If you see a treasure chest, you will always look inside the chest first to see what's in there. You won't stop to look at the engravings of the chest and learn of its origin. People are funny like that. They want the gold, the precious minerals,
Man's got a point.
and
I would
history
do that.
comes second hand for most people. And therefore, I have no good record of the ruins or what might lurk in the shadows down there.
Well, it falls on us to take a peek, doesn't it? Alright.
I think we should.
Should we get going, or do we need to make any more stops? Is there anything we need to pick up?
Torches.
A
Torches.
bunch of torches, yeah. Some rope, maybe. Climbing equipment.
Great.
Pickaxe. I don't know. Who might
I
know?
know where we
Maybe
can
a
find pickaxe.
stone will fall and we're gonna be stuck there, you know?
Might I suggest some healing potions as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just in case we can't use healing magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You're
Master
welcome.
Hunter. Pleasure, as always. We shall get going then, guys. Yippee! Yay! So excited for another day.
Fine. Well, like our job is being monster hunters, and if we happen to find some treasure on the way, nothing wrong with that. Maybe we can even bring back a chest for you, if you are very interested in chests. If we're being very nice. I don't know if I have space, but I'll see.
Right, let's head to the store then.
Yeah.
Maybe we can ask Martha if she has some mining equipment that we could borrow, like a helmet or something.
Yeah, a miner's helmet with a little candle on the top.
Yeah, great. Freeze your hands.
Yeah. Who amongst you doesn't have dark vision, by the way? Okay, so 3 out of 2. Yep, alright. So, do you want to do the shopping around as a speedy one, or do you want to roleplay everything?
I have no need for role-playing shopping personally,
Me
but
neither.
No.
that's if somebody needs that, I support.
Okay, so what are you after?
I want to ask Martha if there's anything she deems necessary, like, for example, torches and ropes, and if she has anything in her cellar that you can provide us with.
She can give you both rope and torches, as far as many as you need and can carry.
Then I'm
Right.
happy.
When it comes to things of interest, she can note that her, let's see here, her nephew Tobias Flintheart, who was the mine master in Ashvale when this mine started. She has read his journal, and she tells you from the last pages, it seems like he was slowly getting mad, and she will caution you to proceed with caution, and perhaps not stay in the mine for a longer period of time.
I will return to the group with this information. Not entirely sure what the word madness really means.
You will find out.
Well, I mean that makes sense. Being stuck in a mine over time would drive anyone to madness, surely.
And how
Maybe
long?
Ulrich
Did you
knows
say
more
how
about
long
this.
you can be in there before, like?
No, she
No.
didn't.
She didn't, but this was the journal of a mine master who went in daily, and she depicted it like the last pages were just ramblings of a madman,
Hmm.
and the effect was quite sudden when it comes to reading a journal, which is not necessarily a new entry every day.
From what we have learned from the stories about the founding fathers, this is something I think we should ask Ulrich about as well. In case we get stuck down there. They might have learned something in the past 150 years.
Well, nobody went down there since then, or at least nobody that came up.
But I vaguely remember some of the stories from before about people becoming strange.
I mean, can't hurt. I don't want to become weird by being in a mine. So if you can avoid it, then that would be great.
Also, I brought some torches and a rope.
Great.
Great. I took some rope too, some extra rope and some torches since they were available. So I just noted them.
Yeah. Anybody else want to do some other kinds of shopping? We
Yeah.
can just get that out of the way
I
right
have
away.
a question. How much would health potions cost?
50.
50 for one?
Yeah.
No. Theo buys one.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, me too.
50 silver, gold.
Gold.
What are those?
This is money. That's how you pay for the things you get. So I give this guy money and he gives me this health potion. Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I've seen the coin. You spend it to buy a beer, but what's the potion?
A health potion? It regenerates, it makes you feel good. You get hurt in your arm. It patches don't leave a scar. It's kind of cool when you think about it.
That tastes a bit like raspberry.
I've never had a potion that tastes like raspberry, but yeah, sure.
They don't do that here? Oh.
They have this weird aftertaste, at least the ones I've had. Might have been badly brewed or something, but they've never been great.
Or maybe you're just one of those people that are like with cilantro, For some people it tastes like soap.
Maybe. That can be, but then yeah, I mean the where I used to get these kind of potions from wasn't exactly the most honorable place.
Oh, you got the store banned? Ugh.
No, no, they were. No, just yeah.
Hopefully these are better. We'll check.
Yeah, we can. Hopefully, we don't have to try them, but yeah, sure.
Bassett, have you ever shown your coins to anybody in the group?
Nope, never needed to.
No.
Everybody just like cashes out all the time. Yeah, good friends.
That's why I went to Martha's.
All right.
Freebies!
Yeah. All right.
So-
I guess we're going back to Ulrich to ask about the madness that you heard from Martha. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Welcome back. Is there anything else I can provide you with before you seek glory in the mines?
Yes. We spoke with Martha Flintheart. She
Yes.
was one of the descendants of the last miners there.
Yes, I
And-
know.
She had read the diary of one of her late nephews, and she was telling stories about how he had become, she called it a madman, the ramblings of a madman in his diary. And I recall stories that were similar to this one from the original stories of Ashvale.
Is it true that, like, you can actually go mad from being in the forest here for too long?
Hmm.
I thought they were just children's
Ins-
stories.
Interesting. I haven't heard talks about this for ages. I actually can't remember the last time I heard about this. But yes, you're correct, Lizard Man. There's some stories about our founding fathers battling unmasked servant of the god of Saltorith. And they felt in some disturbance in the mine and slowly went mad as they approached the rift of unmaking, and so did everybody else in Ashvale at that time.
So it might be old stories then.
It might be old stories, and it's not completely unheard of, but I found it unlikely that that kind of magic will be present in the mine. But if it should be present, there are some signs to look for. So just be careful and be wary of the signs. And I think you should be good.
Like, what signs?
Well, it starts quite easily. You just get unsettled. You get some nervous tics, and you can feel that you see perhaps see some shadows. You see things that aren't there. This is the first stage of the descending madness.
So if you can see it but not smell it.
I have never heard of manifestations of the smell, but if that's your primary sense, I will believe it can be corrupted as well, since the smelling sense is connected to the brain and the interpretation you have of what you can smell. The second stage, well, more of your senses will get infected. You might hear whispers. The shadows that you can see start to become more real and threatening to you. But you're still okay. But the next stage, then you start to become extremely paranoid, and you can become unpredictable and maybe a liability to your party. There's no certainty that you will manage to control your impulses. Fourth stage. Well, then reality really starts to slip away. You can't be certain of what you see, hear, or smell. Everything becomes questionable. And if you go another step, well, then you're lost. Your mind will become fully affected with the madness. And you can't control yourself anymore. Some other entities which controls this ancient magical madness will have control of you. But there are ways to keep your mind healthy. But the best way is just to stay away. Take a break. Perhaps don't sleep near the source of this madness.
What's the other way?
You can have some divine intervention. I'm not sure if any of you have a strong
EG?
person.
You are so lucky to have me. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We
No
got the
need to
wind on our
worry.
sides, Master Hunter, so we got this.
We'll be fine.
Sorry, excuse me. You're telling me that the only way for you to like not or like avoid this whole thing is like divine shit? Not meant
Yes.
shit, but you know, just your stuff.
From my understanding of this, yes. But this is lost. Lost knowledge. It can be something more I don't know about. And in my... well, as long as I've been alive, I have never encountered something like this.
Well, I mean, nobody's gone in these mines, so, and since it's been locked for so long, who knows, maybe old magic lingers. But you said that was highly unlikely, so I'll take your word for it. Anyways, if we don't come back, would you please, just, like, give out a word that we're just, you know, down there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great.
But 150 years might be a long time to you, but well, yeah, I'm babbling, sorry.
It's probably fine. It's been super long. Like, if anybody or anything lingered there, they're probably gone because it's super boring. It's probably super boring down there.
Yeah, but 150 years to me is a long time because I'll be dead.
If
In
no
that
one has been
time.
down there for 150 years, that might actually be longer than the lifespan of the creatures down there. We might find empty ruins.
That's correct.
Or the creatures can live for like, I don't know, a millennia.
I wouldn't hope so because, well, normally creatures that live long are quite powerful.
Or maybe they're super old and super frail.
Do you think I'm frail?
No, no, I didn't say that. Wait, are you 150 years old?
Well,
No. I'm 550.
What? He doesn't look 550 years old, does he?
Nope.
Are you just kidding with us? You're so funny.
Well,
we
He
have
looks-
a mine to open.
he looks at you, Josephine, and prove yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Wish us luck.
good luck.
As the others leave,
Mhm.
I will linger for a sort of private question.
Yeah.
There's a
Yes.
thing that I would like to ask you.
Of course.
I have been shown something which makes me nervous. It is a small glass bottle with a cork, with a red liquid in it. Is it safe?
Can I have a look?
They called it a healing potion. I don't possess one.
Oh, you mean one of these? And he takes out a small vial with some red liquid inside, and it's much like you described.
As far as I could understand their description of it, it sounds like magic on a bottle, which is a new concept to me.
Okay, you're lizard folk, right?
Yes,
And you have shamans, correct?
correct.
Do these shamans sometimes make a drink for, let's say, a pregnant lady, somebody who's hysterical, or anything of that sort to aid them on their way, make things easier?
Well, there are concoctions to cure diseases and the like. They're usually made from berries and with the magical touch of the shaman, but it's not like this. It's more natural. It's more like they've taken the properties of nature and enhanced them, not created something otherworldly and put it in a bottle.
The concept is more or less the same. But I can assure you that this particular bottle means you no harm. On the contrary, it will actually restore your injuries. But there are potions that will harm you, even make you immune to certain things, makes your skin grow tougher for a period of time, and so on and so on.
I don't need that.
Nah, I don't believe you do. But as a token of my gratitude and from the guild of the Ashborn Unchained, I can give you this bottle if you will have it, and you can see for yourself the effects of a healing potion.
I'll accept it and put it in my bandolier. And Josephine said it would heal scars. Is this true? Is this true?
No, it will heal wounds. A scar is an old wound which has already been healed.
And
But
I point at the freshest scar from the creature in the ruins, which slashed him across the chest, making him bleed and everything. Because my scars are my experience.
Mm.
Without the reminders, there are no lessons.
It will not remove your scars, fierce warrior.
Thank
But
you.
it will close your wounds. And you will live to tell the tale about your scars. If
I'll
you
keep
need
that in
it,
mind.
if you need it, of course. Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. And I'll wave goodbye and leave.
Yeah. You can write up a greater healing potion.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we are walking up to this mine,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Mm.
On the way there, Josephine's gonna go, I can't believe this madness shit is real. I swear, all those stories growing up about, oh, don't venture into the forest on the north and south line, madness will come creeping up to you and ghosts will call your names. Genuinely, you grow up and you think, huh, it's just adults trying to keep the children inside so they don't run away from home. But it's actually real. It happened. Here.
Well, I mean, there isn't much I remember from my history classes from before, but what I do know is like a lot of stories are usually founded in some truth, maybe exaggerated later on, but they tend to always carry some truth with them.
Yeah, all the best stories have some basis in reality. That's what makes it fun. Like you can see traces of it when you travel around the countries.
I mean, I suppose you guys are right. I didn't. I never thought that
Josephine,
it was actually true.
are
Yeah.
you scared of the madness?
Define scared, because there's something about the unknown that is always going to be frightening, no matter what you do about it or how you think about it. But yeah, the madness creeps me out.
Yeah, but this could be something that's just bygone. It could be old, it could be exaggerated, and it could be quite interesting. Could make for a great story.
Not if you're too crazy to tell it.
Oh, I've been regarded as crazy for as long as I can remember. I'm telling stories regardless if anyone listens or not.
Who calls you crazy? Like you are the most like some of the most sane person I know. Like you say
Thank you.
so much good stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And as far
Mhm.
as I can tell, what he told us about these stages, I learned nothing new.
Because we
About-
knew of this
Sorry.
before?
What?
No. We've all heard whispers. We've all seen things in the corner of our eyes. We've actually fought shadows, and we have people lost themselves and turning into something else for a brief moment of time. The only thing that's been new told to us is that we can become lost.
I never
That's
looked at it
nothing
like
new.
that.
I've
But
been lost countless times.
With that theory,
that is a fantastic analysis. I never thought of it like that. Yeah, you're right. This is nothing new. Fantastic.
We're all mad.
I mean,
Maybe it
either
was
we're
just-
all
listen, I
mad
don't
or
like that word. Can we just call it something else?
would you
Mad
like to call
sounds
it?
like you're losing it,
crazy
but you're
better?
not. No, not really. No.
The 5 stages of cuckoo.
Also,
We can workshop it.
Hey,
There's
maybe it was
another
just that crazy relative of Martha's that went like specially bananas or cuckoo, if we're gonna call it that. And he just happened to write about it and then like, oh, that's the only proof we got. So maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it was just him that couldn't handle it.
Do you
This
think?
is not a monster hunter.
Do you think he went cuckoo because he was alone in the mines, or like what? Like how do we propose he went cuckoo? Like you read the thing. That's it.
Did he
Or
have a
Martha
friend?
told you about it.
Martha simply told the story about how the last pages of his diary became incoherent. And she described it as the ramblings of a madman, and at the time I didn't understand the meaning of the word.
Well, if I start seeing other things and being paranoid, that's it. I want you to take one of my daggers and stab me. Because ain't no way I'm falling for this madness. It
This
cannot
is-
have me.
This is a hard ask, because the creatures we fought inside the ancient ruins, the shadow ones, if you see another sort of creature in this manner, will you think yourself mad? Or is it just a monster?
Yeah, no, it's not about. It's about what if I start seeing things that you guys don't see. You know? Like I'm making stuff up. I'm
But
going
maybe your
cuckoo.
vision is simply better.
Oh my god.
Should we
Okay,
have-
you know what? I'm
Should
done.
we have like a code word or something that we ask the thing? So if like we know but they don't, then we know it's not real.
That's a great game.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's the thing? What's the word? What's the message?
How about raspberry? Because that's what the health potions taste like. If you get the good kind. Code word raspberry.
Code word raspberry. Should we have like a coded question or something to go along with that? Just in case, like something that doesn't have to have the answer raspberry. Just in case we have something involving raspberries and we say that and then everybody thinks we're mental.
What if we ask, how's your vision? And the response will be raspberry. You know?
Yeah. That's good. That's great.
Or
Great.
I have a better one. If someone asks, "How are you feeling?" and the person answers, "I need a raspberry potion,"
I feel like that's something Gigi has said in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
We can think about this as we go.
We're
There's quite a lot of
workshopping it,
way
yeah,
left.
on the way down. Or up, I guess.
There's also another thing that I wish to tell you about in this moment. Because Ulrich told us that people lost in this madness can lose their sanity or their minds to a god or an entity, correct?
Yeah.
Great.
This is not something new either. This is something my people do all the time.
Sorry?
Lose
What?
their
What
minds
now?
to a god? What?
A couple of times each year, we we create a bonfire in our village in the honor of Varkath, and we sing and we dance. We recall stories and legends, and the village shaman, his his or her apprentices, and a lot of the people get lost in this ritual, and the movements and the words are not their own for a time. And this is the way we honor our father Warcath.
I've never understood why the gods need to play with us like we're puppets. You know, it's
Not
just
all gods.
something
Please.
I have thought about, and I'm just like not interested in that, you know?
Lady Orathiel would never. She's just super supportive.
This
Just you
ritual is
wait.
our this ritual is our thank you for the guardian of balance. And he simply replies,
By possessing you.
if that's what you'd like to call it, yes.
Does he like say anything? Like, you're welcome, or like, since you're thanking him, is that what he says, or what does he say? Through
If he
people.
says something, I am not trained enough to
Oh,
be
you
able
don't
to
understand the language?
I don't.
Ah.
Maybe he doesn't speak on the wind, Gigi.
There are many secrets of our village shaman that I have not yet learned.
Are they the ones with connections to the god?
The closest one, yes. And our village shaman is actually my mother.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Well, that's good for you. Good for your mom. I didn't mean to disrespect your uh, uh, yeah. You know what? Let's just go to this mine. I'm gonna shut up now.
But he didn't teach you the language? Or, like, were you not supposed to be her apprentice? Or.
It's not a language to teach. It's a bond that needs to be grown.
Ah. I think I get it.
But yeah,
I.
even though that's like what you say about it is similar to like, or that they lose their minds to your god, I do fear that what Ulrich spoke of is a bit more permanent, if so happens.
Perhaps. But if it's still similar, it might not be permanent. As he said, this is ancient history and they do not know all the details. They might have been exaggerated over the course of time.
Well, yeah, quite
There's
possible.
only one way to find out.
All right, so you head to the mines. It's no difficult task locating it, but it's about a day's travel. And as soon as you enter the mine and start walking into it, you can see that the first corridor is strengthened by large beams every other meter down the entire hallway. And as Ulrich said to you, after about 100 meters, you enter a large spherical room, which has kind of a stage in the center and some stairs been carved around, so it's could be used as a performance stage and have great acoustics. But
Yellow!
but in the center, you can see that there has been raised a statue of a towering hydra in a fighting position.
Magnificent.
Pretty cool.
And as you venture on, not too far into the mines, I would say about another 50 meters only, you are met with a sealed gate.
I'm sorry?
A sealed gate. Let me find the description here.
It's our greatest task yet. It's a door.
Yeah,
The
you
worst
can
thing.
see a massive stone gate covered in ancient dwarven ruins. The air around the entrance feels heavy, and the faint echoes of scratching and whispers comes from beyond the gate. And you can see that the gate is locked.
What did the rune say?
Can you read, Forvish?
I cannot.
I can.
Yo too.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Invest. That is gonna be a big old 3.
All right. There's something on the door that speaks of the entrance to Khazrak-Dur, and that some levers must be pulled must be pulled to open the door.
Okay. Are these levers close to the door, like visual inspection?
As you look around, since you're one of the people with night vision, you can see that there are some crumbling tunnels leading in 3 different directions.
Okay. Guys, there's this is the entrance to someplace. We need to pull some levers. So maybe run down and find the levers, maybe?
You
Look
can
out for
read
levers.
this?
Mostly.
If it's dark, I would like to have lit a torch, if that's okay.
Yeah. I assume you have a torch with you the entire way because you're 150 meters underground at the moment.
I would like to. Is he describing, or is he pointing to a sort of illustration of these paths that is?
If Neo is visually seeing paths, he's just pointing towards them.
Yeah. So there are some paths from your location which has it. Now that you get a closer look at them, you can see that the hallways seems similar to the one you have already walked in, but the support pillars have been hastily knocked down in an attempt to close the path to the rooms. So if you would like to walk down one of these hallways, you need to remove some rubble first. But it's doable.
Okay, quick question. You said pull the levers simultaneously. That's all the
Yes.
info, right? Okay. So I just make sure to make everyone know that.
I said that, but I also corrected myself. So you just need to pull the levers one by one.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be at the same time.
All right.
As far as Dio knows.
Yep.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
At this point, I'm just a torch guy.
Yeah.
So
Is
who
the-
wants to go where?
It's just like a massive wall of stone, right? It's not essentially like a door. It's more just like a gate that isn't something I can lockpick, for example.
No, it's not. If you imagine underground, you have pillars on the side of the hallway
Yeah,
to keep it safe,
yeah,
and you also have one in the roof,
yeah.
and they are every other meters, and the last pillars have been knocked down so that the front of the tunnel has collapsed. So there's a small area of about a couple of meters that you need to remove the stone so you can traverse into the hallway behind it.
Okay,
So there's nothing to lockpick or anything. You just need to move the rocks.
okay, yeah. I was just talking about the gate itself.
Oh, the gate itself. No, it's no locks.
Yeah, that's what I
or-
was thinking. Like, it's just one
Yeah.
of those, like, gates. Yeah, okay. And there's no...
It's actually a massive stone tablet which has been rolled into place.
Oh,
And by looking at it, you have no idea of how pulling 3 levers will actually remove it or open the gate. But this is dwarvish craft, so who knows?
And because this hallway has been, like, smashed down with the pillars, you actually
Yeah.
need to remove them. There's no way to, like, crawl in between, or, like, there's, like, no jumping or climbing that can make me, like, go through it.
Yes, you can do athletics check if you want to see if you can squeeze through. But
And the athletics or an acrobatics?
athletics.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
It'll
it's-
just have to be a group effort to remove these rocks, I guess. I can hold a torch.
All right. Just to speed things up a little bit, there's no checks. It's just brute force, just picking up some stones and throwing it over here and there to create a big enough hole for you to all comfortably walk through.
Manual labor? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
We'll group effort this somehow, I guess.
Who would
That would
like
give me some
to?
more music.
Who would like to roll me a d4 and give me the result? So I actually I need a d3, but roll a d4 and take -1.
I can do it. That's a 4 on the die.
Yeah, okay. So the first room you enter, it's a quite small chamber. It's about 10 by 10. But it's just the same rock formation and the pillars all around the room and on the roof. But in the center of the chamber stands a massive cursed dwarven guardian. Its armor cursed, yes. And its armor cracked and glowing with a purplish energy. And it's silently defending a lever embedded in the far wall. And as soon as you enter the room, it lunges at you. So you can roll for initiative.
Whee!
Great.
I was about to suggest, why don't Dio talk to it? But I guess it's a bit late.
What was? Oh shit!
Well, hello there. No. Inch.
And before you read me back your scores, I think we can take a break before we take this fight.
Yes,
Okay.
that seems like a good idea.
All right.
So we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back after that. There's been the calm before the storm. There's been a bunch of things happening, so I just wanted to already thank the princess, Sina, and Poppy, and Annie Day for following, gifting bits, and subscribing today, which is really cool. We really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys want to tune in to some more. While you take the 5-minute break with us, I hope you get some snacks and something to drink before the last half. It's always important to stay hydrated. And we will be back soon. So, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Don't say goodbye. Say see.
Hello, and welcome back. So,
Change of music.
yeah. Of course. We need to hit the theme. Well, this Guardian starts to rush you. But Genevieve, you are quick to react, so you have the first move.
Super fast. So it's a guardian, a stone guardian, like a little rocky dwarven statue.
Yes, it's a stone statue.
That looks really angry.
Yeah.
Okay. And the room is super small.
Yes, it's 10 by 10.
But you said the lever was like behind it.
Yep.
Can I sort of just like try and dodge to the side and run around and try and like push the lever?
Yeah, of course.
Why not? So it's something I guess I have to attempt to dive out of its way.
Yes.
What do you want?
I'm just gonna roll an attack on you, and
Hope it misses.
yes.
Cool. But then I can take the dodge action, right? So you do that with disadvantage, or would it be an action to try and push the lever?
It would be an action to push the lever.
Then I do not do that. You may
Okay.
try and hit me.
So that's dirty 20.
Okay, it hits.
All right, then I'll need this. Come on. I need this one and this one.
It's a very broad dwarf. Takes up the entire room. That's why it's really hard to dodge around it.
You take 19 slashing damage.
Oh wow.
He's
Fuck that.
he's wielding a great axe.
Indeed. So he takes up like 5 feet, and the axe takes up the other 5. So it's
Yeah.
like, cool. Yeah. Yeah, she tries to like dive in a really cool way. Inefficient.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All
I
right.
think I have to try and go under him. Ow.
Josephine, you're up.
um. Is Genevieve within, like, if I go up to this creature, would
Yep.
Genevieve be 5 feet within my reach?
Yes.
Okay. You know the drill. Then I want to also ask if this target is like a large creature.
No.
Is it a medium-sized?
Yep.
Huh. I was picturing it being large.
It's a massive dwarven guardian.
Oh, so instead of being small, it's medium.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna run up, whip up my 2 knives, and go hua hua. And since Genevieve is 5 feet within me, I will also get sneak attack.
Go for it.
Let's see here. The first attack is 26.
That's a hit.
The second is 16.
That's a miss.
Okay, so the first one hits.
Yep.
Woo!
Bassett, you're up next.
That is 16 points of damage. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna use my last 1d6 to immediately withdraw. So, like,
Yeah.
move as far back as I can.
All right. What kind of damage? Piercing, slashing.
It is. Good question. Piercing.
I think.
Piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So after you move up, Bassett, what would you like to do? Or move away? Sorry, Josephine.
Torch in hand, I would like to go and smack him with it. And I'm wanting. No, actually, I'm gonna drop the torch because I want to use my grappler ability, punch and grab, to try and hit him and grapple him at the same time. Ooh, that's not good. That's a 16.
That's a failure. Or a miss.
Second attack. Oh, that's better. That's a 21.
That hits.
Actually, I think I can still use that ability because I can use it once per turn when I do damage. When you hit a creature, so when I hit a creature, I want to do the both damage and grapple option. So he has to roll the save for that.
Mhm.
The DC is 21, and he's gonna get some damage as well.
He fails.
So he's grappled, and he takes 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And he's
Halos.
grappled.
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna. Okay, first run up and try and hit him with my short sword.
Yep.
That's a 15.
That's a miss. I'm sorry.
Then I want to try and hit him with my short sword again.
Yep.
Yeah, not one.
That's a hit. No, it's not.
Gonna try and hit him with my scimitar.
Yep.
Because I got 2 weapon fighting. The 15. Holy
It's a
crap.
miss. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
that's a miss as well.
That's my turn then, I guess.
All right, so the guardian, which is grappled by you, Vassit.
Yeah.
He looks at you, and he raises both of his hands and slams them into the ground. There's a shockwave filling the entire room, and I need everybody to make a strength saving throw.
Sorry,
16.
strength against lightning? Was that it?
No, strength saving throw.
Okay.
Like a shockwave.
Yep.
In the ground, and it went terrible. It's a 9.
So it's is it strength or athletics saving throw? Because I got advantage on athletics.
It's a strength saving throw.
I actually rolled pretty good. I got 16 with my -2 in strength.
Look at you go.
Oh, the DC is 14.
I got
I got-
20.
I got a 14 actually.
All right,
y'all.
then you managed to stay on the ground. So, Genevieve, you're prone.
Yeah.
And after he does that, he will try to hit Vassit also one time, which is Great Axe. And that's 24. I will assume that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
And the damage is 13 slashing.
13 slashing, noted. Thank you.
Eo, you're up.
All right, Dio is going to pull a small vial of a golden substance out of his inner pocket, pour some on his strumming fingers, and grab his flute and go, "Stop right now! Thank you very much!" and sit the fuck down. He's going to cast Suggestion as a Wisdom 16 save.
He fails.
So, yeah, he needs to try to do what I told him. So stop and sit the fuck down. And just let us check the lever.
Mechanically, that's prone and grappled, right?
Evil.
Well, he doesn't sit down, but he will, if you release him, Vassit, he will take a step back, take his great axe and plant it on the ground in front of him, and rest his hands on top of its pommel, and standing completely still.
Hearing Dio's words and, being there, I'll let that happen.
See,
Yeah.
guys, violence isn't always the answer. Just have a chat. It works.
Well, that was better than a chat. That was a whole song. I really liked it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I do try to please everyone, even in the horrendous acoustics in this small room. It was so much better out there. But, well, you have to make do, don't you?
Yes,
Well,
you
So-
do.
Anybody want to pull this lever?
As a matter of fact, no.
I'll do it.
Right.
Why?
All
Don't
right.
you trust me?
Only
No,
a couple
I
more.
don't.
It said on the door that we need to pull the levers.
I don't
so-
trust Dio either. So, like, that's why
That's fair.
I'm not
Problem.
doing anything.
I will try and pull the lever since I tried in the first place. I'll take this one, guys. I'll take this one.
Yes.
All right. So as you pull the lever, in the distance you can hear a clicking sound and some cracking of stone. And that's it.
Is that a good sound or a bad sound? Only time will tell.
Hopefully good.
Hope so.
Well, on to the next one.
On to the next.
Onwards.
All right. So
I'll bring the torch.
of course,
Please.
then I will need one of you to roll me a d6, but it will count as a d2. So 1 to 3 is 1, and 4, 5, 6 is 2.
I rolled. It's a 1.
Right, it's a 1. So you enter a new room. Twice the size of the room with the guardian. And as you step into the room, you feel that the air grows heavy. And there are some ghostly whispers filling your minds. And you can see some shadows raining down from the ceiling and the walls, and on your fellow comrades around you. It seems like the shadows pour into you and goes inside your body. You get 5 madness points.
Okay.
Guys,
Well then.
For
how
our
does everybody feel?
For our viewers, this is a system I made. You can find it on our Discord in its entirety, but it's a point-based system to keep track of how mad you are. And there are different levels, which, yeah, we will get into it when the time comes.
We have also already taken 10 from before.
So you have 15 total now.
So everyone should have 15 total.
Well, wasn't those 10 a while ago?
We have rested quite a few times in between that.
Yeah, I would say that you're back to 0
Okay.
from the
Okay.
resting.
Cool. Thank you for.
But it's a scale that goes to 100, so. But anyways, these shadows seep into you, and it will make it difficult to focus. And
Sorry, you say seep into you, as in enter our orifices and just
yeah, it's
inside?
it can particularly look like they are entering through your eyes, your mouth, and your ears.
Vasseth is holding his breath.
Well, you can't hold your eyes or ears.
Try.
Guys, raspberry.
Raspberry, everyone.
I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but it sure as hell doesn't look very good.
It looks like you're getting stabbed by Vasseth in a second.
I need you all to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
18.
DC is 14.
13.
Whew!
Fail 13.
17.
Alos, Josephine.
17.
Mm.
Another nat one.
Hey!
So 1.
Well, for that great performance, you get another 5 madness points.
The ones that failed, yeah.
No, only Alos, since he
Oh, well, fuck then.
completely lost track of his mind and, well,
Guys, what's
Okay.
happening?
those of you who
Raspberry?
failed,
Definitely
you're
raspberry.
frightened and you're more or less immobile because you're frightened. The object that is frightening you is all around. And the ones that saved, you get the impression that these are illusions and not necessarily there.
Vasseth will promptly go over to Ilos, seeing how his eyes widen, and grab him by the collar and like hold the torch back and say, "It's only a trick of the mind. It's the dancing lights that tricks you."
Not
Trying to
in a
calm him
threatening way.
with logic.
As soon as you hold the torch backwards away from you, the shadows just rush at the torch and envelop the entire torch and parts of your hand. And the torch goes out.
What the fuck?
All right. In that case, I'll when the room goes dark then, because I think I had the only light source.
Yeah, I think
Well-
so too.
I will drop it and I will do the dancing lights cantrip,
All right.
creating 4 basically magical torches that will swirl around a little. And again, look into Ilos' eyes and say, "It's only the shadows that move."
Josephine is already sick of this. She's gonna pull the lever and just start walking out of there.
All right. So you pull the lever, and you can hear a click and some cracking of stone again. And the
Is Ilos-
shadows
Okay.
seems to come down from the ceiling and onto the walls, and it feels like they are slowly filling up the floor as well as they encroach more and more on each of you. The floor itself also starts to turn shadowy.
Is
Uh,
Ilos completely petrified? Or is he like
Yes,
moving and reacting?
he is frightened. You're able to talk to him. But,
How far are we from the entrance to this room?
I would say 20 feet.
Can I like
From
toss
the
him through the
exit.
door? It's very little.
I am not
Yeah, but
big.
20 feet, full armor and gear.
He's like the
I-
smallest
it-
kid in town with leather armor.
In D&D terms, yes, I think you can toss him. But to keep it more or less realistic, yes, you can throw him, but you need 3 throws, and he will take damage for every one of them.
No. Gigi will go, and she's petrified herself, or like
Can you
not
go?
petrified,
Aren't
but
you immobile?
terrified.
No,
I can go.
It's only Alos that's frightened and immobile.
Oh, okay.
Because he rolled a natural one, I think, and I didn't save, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
But she'll like go and hug him and like it's okay, Lost, it's okay, we'll just go this way, and cast heroism on you, so you are immune to the frightened condition.
Nice.
There you go. Little pat on the back, and she'll slowly try and drag him towards like wherever the exit of the room is.
All right, so I need you to give me another wisdom saving throw.
All of us, yeah?
Yep.
Even if I have within this time walked out?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's per definition a new round. You used your action to pull the lever, which is one action, and you have 30 feet movement, and the room is 20 by 20, so you're not able to exit the room in one turn.
Even if
You
I'm a
also get-
rogue?
Even though if you're a rogue.
You also get 2 temporary hit points, Elos.
And the DC is still 14.
What was it?
Fail.
Wisdom.
I rolled
Oh.
a fail and used my second wind to add a d10, and then I got to 15. So I
Nice.
I saved.
I rolled a natural 1, but I have an heroic inspiration, so I have a feeling I should probably use that.
All right.
I got a 7.
I got a nat 20. It's that's the 1 and then nat 20s. That's crazy.
You're
Yeah.
just running with the
Oh,
extremes.
that's so great.
So, Genevieve, you get 5 more points of madness. What's your total now?
10, I would assume,
Ah,
if...
Yep. Okay. So you're still at level 1.
Cool! Thanks.
All right. So with that save out of the way, you are all able to exit the room again.
right.
Only one more room.
Oh, I hope it's not as creepy as that one. Ooh.
You wanna watch that?
Disturbing shadows. Please, no. Let's just forget it. Can we? Oof, no.
On our way out, Vassus starts hearing these voices in his head, doing the save and shit. And when he's failing, his second wind is like knocking his head into the wall and shaking the voices out before he exits.
All right. So you exit and you walk into the third room.
Please,
What?
the shadows.
Can we stop at the entrance of this room to inspect it before we set foot in it?
Of course. Of course. What do you think? Do you think I have something planned or a trap or something perhaps?
I don't trust you at all, Mats.
Well, this
Third
room
time's the charm, we say.
this room is even larger than all of the other rooms. This is a room about 60 by 60. So 120 across. And the lever is in the complete opposite direction of the entrance, of course. And it's quite empty.
All right,
You can't.
it's just like nothing in it.
Not that you can see at the moment. No.
Look up
Stop.
at the roof.
What?
What?
And then I'm gonna
What do you
close
see?
my eyes and I'm gonna cast detect magic.
All right. But before you do that, Genevieve had a small comment that I will take seriously. And as you look up into the roof, you can see a creature fastened itself to the wall above you.
Raspberry?
What? 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 Where?
Let's find it here. This is a dark winged creature with a serpent-like head. And from the quick glance you get at it, and from not seeing one before, your first thought is, this is a dragon. It has quite sharp talons at the end of its wings, a big mouth with razor sharp teeth, and a snake-like tongue. And it's sort of sleeping or waiting at the top of the roof.
I was about to say I just scream dragon at it.
I.
When I hear you inhale to make sound, you get a clasp over your mouth.
Thank you.
Everyone's just
The rest
looking
of the
up at
party
this
thanks
thing.
you.
Is this- Is it possible to, make it either a history or survival check to try and identify the type of creature? Because, the first thought is definitely dragon, but I think Vassad would recognize the snake tongue if it's like...
Yeah, give me a survival check, and I will give you advantage on this one.
Ooh, thank you. I needed that, because the first one was a 3, and the second was a 15 plus 5, so dirty 20.
Ooh.
All right, so a little bit more description. Yeah, this creature has 2 scaly legs, leathery wings, and a shine white tail topped with its most potent weapon, a stinger. And you, Vasit, know that this poison in this stinger can kill creatures within seconds. Extremely potent, this poison burns through the victim's bloodstream, disintegrating veins and arteries on its way to the heart. And you know of these creatures not to be a dragon, but something some of even your tribesmen have chosen to hunt and track down. It's a wyvern. So it's not a dragon.
And I keep my voice like in low, if it looks like it's resting or sleeping, as you say.
Yeah.
This is not a dragon. It's what we call a wyvern. We respect this creature because it reminds us of Varkath and my people. But we also hunt it for honor. I've only heard tales, I've never seen one. But if you notice, there's a stinger on the tail. And a single sting is very deadly.
With that, I want to stealthily sneak across and pull the last lever.
Can we
Okay.
use Mage Hand to do it?
Give me a stealth check.
That is a 26.
26.
I can do sleight of hand to, like, silently wanting to, like, pull at the lever as well.
All right, so you make it the first round.
Yeah.
Your movement speed is 30, right?
Yes, it's 30.
Okay, so you have 90 feet to go.
I have 90 feet to go.
Can you use
Yeah.
bonus action dash as a rogue?
Not stealthily.
Okay,
So
that's fine. I can keep rolling.
yeah, give me another roll.
That's a 29.
Yeah, good.
Expertise, yo.
Then there's a 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, success.
You have a call on how much left. 3. There's one more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 21. I have to make it back as well.
Give me a second here. I'm just going to write something.
It's okay. I'm risking my life for you guys, doi. As always.
He's writing down never let the rogue again.
The plus
No.
10 to stealth really did all these checks.
Okay, so you pull the lever.
Yeah.
Have you seen the stream chat?
Yeah, I mean, there's always been a click and some rumbling of the stone.
Yes. So as soon
Not
as
this
you
time, though.
pull the lever, the final lever, there's a click and a massive crackling of stone.
Yeah.
And the wyvern turns its heads and looks straight at you.
Even if the sound comes from outside.
It's not dumb. It knows what happened.
Okay.
So you can roll for initiative, and I have my first target.
Okay.
Is it possible within the seeing her going for the lever, the sound coming and the creature stirring, to use a bonus action before
Yes, of
initiative?
course.
Yeah, I would sensing where this goes, I would cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Yeah. If there's anything you other people would like to do, I will allow it, since it's been technically 4 rounds before this transpired.
By the way, I want to describe this as well, because Josephine isn't just stealthy, she's fucking cool. So this is like rolling on the floor spy shit that she's doing. It's like every sort of like, tiptoeing in like the most graceful manner. Like she's kind of dancing a ballroom dance
Are you
without
Catherine
making...
Zeta-Jonesing it?
Yeah, without like without making any noise. It's like super Catwoman-y. Actually, in a weird
Nice.
Yeah, alright. So,
Inexplicably.
way. Yeah.
No lasers, no nothing, but are you rolling around or just like coolly, like sort of
Like coolly
walking?
sneaking. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I thought you were doing the entire like backflips, flip-flops for no apparent reason.
No.
Just super quiet.
So about 20.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah. And 15 to 20.
19.
What's your
17.
dex?
16 plus 3.
All right.
15 for me.
Give me a second. What did you get, Elos?
16.
16. And Dio.
12.
All right. So Josephine, as soon as you pull the lever, you can see that the wyvern is targeting you. And it starts to fly in your direction.
Yep.
But if you would like, you can go with your round first.
Yeah.
Or it's your round first.
Yep. I'm pulling out Roy.
Yeah.
And I'm casting True Strike, and I'm gonna shoot this thing.
All right.
That is a 19.
That's a hit.
And that will be nothing else than the True Strike with it. So it'll be T plus 15
15. All right.
points
15
of
damage.
no, it is radiant damage.
All right. And that's it. What would you like to do?
I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Then I'm gonna bonus action. And how is this? Is it just a completely empty room? Because I'm
Yes.
standing in the shadow, right? There's eternal, like there's darkness where
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to hide here? Or would it, like, see me? Because I'm guessing it also has dark vision since it targeted me.
It has. You can, of course, roll for stealth if you would like, but the DC is going to be high and it's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, I'm down to try and roll for it. At least, it's either that or just start running, which would bring me closer to it, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
But it's diving at full fly speed
To
at
me.
you. Yeah.
Okay, so if I run as my bonus action, like, how would that?
You can't escape it by a movement.
Exactly.
Can't
you-
you like dive at the last second, or something?
But it would
Like,
get me closer to the door. I know I'm gonna get hit either way. But moving 30 feet, like, towards the door will at least give me, like, 1/5 on the way back. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that instead of trying to hide. Because at
Yeah.
least then I'm closer to getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna be hit now, so let's fucking go.
So
try this shit.
that's it. You're up.
So, Vasith, who now has the staff in his hand,
Yeah.
actually does a bonus action himself and casts Expeditious Retreat, which on casting and until the spell ends, I can take the action again as a bonus action. So the spell itself gives me the dash, which brings me up to 60 feet movement.
Mhm.
I will run just past Josephine, like we
You can-
cross.
She's 90 feet away from you.
I'm 90
90.
feet if we, yeah.
Ah, that far.
Yeah, from the
5.
one end of
Well
the
then.
room to the other one, it's 130.
Well then,
20.
I will try-
120,
I-
right?
I will
Yeah.
try my hand at a intimidation on the creature, like going and making sounds and
All right.
edging
Go for
it
it.
on. Ooh. Which would be a 17.
Yeah, you put on a good show, but the wyvern is determined on what the next target is going to be.
Well, that's my action, my bonus action, my movement. So I'm 60 feet into the room, and that's my turn.
All right. So now it's the wyvern's turn. And it lands directly in front of you, Josephine. It slams into the
Slay.
ground, and in one fluid motion, as it lands, it kind of takes the impact and bounces a little bit down with its body, and while doing so, the stinger goes over its head and onto you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so then you're gonna take some. Let's see here. Let's do this one and this one. So that's 11 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
But I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 19.
That saves. You can still feel the venom flow through your veins. You can resist it, but you will take half damage.
Yep.
So let's see here. 5, 11, 14, 17, 23. So 23 half is 12 poison damage.
Yep.
Or
So
is it
if
round down to 11?
I wouldn't have saved this, I would have been dead.
Yes.
Sick. Sick.
Milos, you're up.
Gonna take out my bow and try to shoot him. Shoot the wyvern. Twice.
That's a longbow.
150 range.
Yeah. Sure, go for it.
The first one's miss. And the second one's a nat 20.
Oh.
So yeah. That's gonna be
Okay,
great.
so I don't think you have been here to know about the new rules about the nat 20. Just for a longbow, I can see that you have 1d8 plus 3 damage. So the first die we're gonna max out, so that's 8, and you get a second die which you roll. So if you roll me a d8 now.
Yeah. And I also do have what's the name of it? Something that lets me re-roll damage on a crit and use the second one if I want to.
Yep, sure.
And the first one's a 1, so I'm gonna re-roll it.
All right.
And use the second one. That's a 7, so 15 plus 3 is 18.
Yep. Good. Good hit.
Piercing.
Yeah. Would you like to use your movement?
Nah, I'm just gonna be like by the door-ish.
Yep. All right. So that leads us to Genevieve.
She's gonna scream at it to leave Josephine alone! And she's gonna run as fast as she can towards her while flinging a beam of bright light at the thing, hopefully. We'll see. A guiding bolt. I have to do a spell attack. 20?
30?
Yes, a
Yeah.
dirty 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Cool. Great. Then that's a 15 radiant damage for the
Good.
little wyvern, and the next attack has advantage on it,
All right. So
and I move. Yeah.
it's bloodied at this point.
By the way, it's slowed by 10 feet of movement as well because of the longbow strike.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, and I ran 30 feet then into the room towards
Yep.
Josephine.
So you're 60 feet away from Josephine.
Mm.
Dio.
All right, Dio is going to spend half a second looking into the room, panicking, deciding he needs to do something. And he closes his eyes, and out of him pops 3 identical copies of himself, all running in unison, looking like a fantastic tiefling boy band. So that's mirror image. So he's running 30 feet into the room, looking around him, making sure he has everyone within 60 feet by that
Yep.
point. And he is going to yell out as he strums a power chord. And you see all duplicates do this at the same time. It looks fantastic. And, oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. Oh, shit. Wrong dice. Okay. Ooh. So as this power chord rings out, you just feel energized. Everyone within 60 feet that are my allies feel energized. You have 14 points of temp HP, and you can, if you want to, use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
What?
Yeah, I
That's-
closed the gap.
Hey.
That
All
is
right.
everything
That's
Dio
the-
can do on this turn.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That's about
Leo?
it.
Just that?
You
Hello?
turned into a boy band, and you gave yourself 14 temporary HP. That's great.
Yep.
Amazing.
Great. So, okay, that leaves us, it's Josephine's turn.
So with the new energy that just came through, seeing that this creature is weakening and feeling just overpowered by the rush of this whole encounter, I'm gonna stab this thing.
Go for it.
And since I have advantage, that's gonna be sneak attack.
Yeah.
So the first hit is a natural 20. That's a crit.
Yes.
And the second one is a 17 plus 7, 24.
That's a hit.
So that's gonna be. Hold on. I need a calculator for this. Just, you gotta give me a second. Okay.
That's the problem with high level fighting. It's
Plus.
math.
Oh shit. 4 plus.
Oh, that's good.
That's 3. Plus, that was that. And then there is these. Oh shit. That's gonna be 32 points of damage
Whoa.
as I rip at this thing with my daggers.
Oh my god. So cool.
All right. So you definitely draw blood. It's quite weakened, but it's still standing, and its ferocity towards you is only increasing.
Great. Because then I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage
All right.
You can still use
and let
your
Vasset
reaction
take
to
the
use
final blow. Just like, bye. So yeah, I'm moving behind both Genevieve and Vasset, and then yeah, even further, like towards the
Yep.
door. And that's my turn.
All right. So Vasset, you're up.
So for my first attack, I'm going in for a bite actually,
Mm-hmm.
which is an unarmed strike per definition by the 2024 rules, and that's 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, so I'm gonna do the punch and grab so he can try to resist being grappled. The attack does 9 piercing damage.
He gets a. That's a 22 on the grapple.
So he's not grappled then. Seeing is how he's weighed down with the torch and the staff, he's gonna drop them and grab on with both his hands, try and going for the stinger on his tail with a nat 20 for a
All right.
total of 26, which would be the DC not to be grappled then. And maxes out the damage, which is 16 plus 3, 19 bludgeoning. And if possible, I'm grabbing him by the tail.
Yeah, you jump up and just bear hug the tail, and you keep him down. Because of the damage you did, you can see that the wyvern doesn't want to be around you. He wants Josephine. So he doesn't complete the move, but he tries to jump up and fly away. But you just drag him back down.
Give him like a little twist of the tail, which freezes him in there.
And he turns towards you and will try to bite you, which is 23 to hit.
That's a hit, yeah.
So that's 10 piercing damage, and he will also try to hit you with his stinger. And since you are grappling the stinger, I will give him disadvantage on the attack. And you're in luck because it's a 13 or a critical hit.
I'll take the 13, thank you, which is a miss.
Yeah, okay. And Ilos, you're up.
Gonna fire 2 arrows again.
Yep.
But first one question, because I have I have a feat called Piercer, which has puncture, which says that I can reroll the attack damage dice once per turn when I hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing. But I also have enhanced critical. When you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage to a creature, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage.
Alright.
Is that like I add an extra die, or is it that I use the higher of 2?
Our house rule is that you max out the die and you get another die, but in your case you will get another die.
Okay.
So if the damage is 1d8, 1d8 is maxed, and since it's crit, it's plus 1d8, and because of your skill, it's 1d8 more.
Yeah, so I roll 2d8s basically.
Yeah.
Then, it was just that I wondered if that was also the higher 2, or I added an extra. But yeah, I'm gonna fire the 2 arrows. Oh, and that's actually a crit with a 19 on the die.
Oh my god!
On the first one.
You don't need to.
I miss on the other.
You don't need to roll anymore.
Okay.
As you string up your bow and you release the arrow, you get a sense of the kind of slow motion of the arrow traveling through the air. And right after it had bit Vasit and tries to hit him with its stinger, your arrow flies through the air and just pierces his head from the side and goes completely through his head in a clean, piercing motion.
Oof.
And it right away just falls completely lifeless on the ground.
Genevieve, come over.
Was on my way. Running over.
Give me that potion of yours.
What? Why?
The potion.
Why?
We need to extract the poison.
What do you need the potion for?
I need the vial.
Okay.
Have my yeah. I was just about to say, she Josephine is probably like at this point because let's be real, she is down bad. She's badly hurt.
Yeah.
She's beyond bloodied. She is close to death.
Oh
So
god.
I'd probably be downing the potion and then like giving the vial to Bassett. So you don't have to drink yours if you don't want it. I kind of need to drink mine.
Okay, then I will save mine if you just in the last minute are like, don't.
Yeah. And
Here's
that's
the glass bottle.
After drinking that, what does Josephine look like?
Oh yeah, what do I roll?
After drinking what? Sorry?
The potion of healing.
2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
2d4,
Yeah.
yeah.
2d4 plus
2d4 plus 2.
plus 2. Okay. So 7. So that's not that good. How do I look? I look bloodied.
All right. With our
But I have the temp hit points. So like, I seem fine on the outside. My insides hurt.
all right. Let's go with that.
Blood burn
Unless you utter a word about it, Dio's not going to do much.
Yeah, no,
If you
she's
look
not
good on the
gonna
outside, that's
say
what
anything.
matters.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
He's spending 30 seconds dancing with his mirror images until they
Oh.
disappear.
My god.
Oh my god. Please tell me you do like a boy band dance routine.
This is 100% the routine from I Want It That Way from Backstreet Boys.
Oh my god. Yes.
That's all I need in my life. Okay, great.
All right.
Yeah, I'll watch fascinated as Vasith probably drains the poison from this creature. Wow. Didn't know you
Tries
could
to
do
at
that.
least. Don't know
Tries
if
to.
Matt wants a roll or something for that.
Roll or something for
Extracting
extract.
Wyvern poison.
Yes, I would like.
Survival?
Yes.
I'll be really supportive about it. Like you need to really prestere because I'm watching. I'm like, what's he doing?
So unless you're casting guidance, that's a 15.
Can I use the help action? Nah,
No.
no.
Too late, anyways.
Oof.
You're unable to extract the poison.
Vasith trying to, massage the stinger into this small vial, but, one needs to hurry after the creature expires.
Sorry, did you just say expire? The okay. I mean, that's one way to say it, for sure.
I think the bottle is too small.
Yeah. All right, my fault again. It's fine.
I didn't say that.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You were stung.
Are we?
How do you feel?
I was stung. I feel fine. What do you mean?
This poison is extremely potent.
Oh,
It can kill a grown bear. And you were stung. Are you sure you're fine?
I mean, I feel fine. Yeah. Does
then
that
you
mean
are
I'm
mighty.
stronger than a bear?
It means you are mighty, yes.
Do
Are
you
you
guys hear
sure
that?
you're fine?
Do you guys
Like,
hear that? I'm mighty. Yeah? I'm mighty.
I'm not so sure she's fine. It was kind of crazy to just run in the room like that after we discovered a dragon, wyvern, but like,
I
not
don't
so
think it was
crazy.
crazy at all. Someone had to run. I'm stealthy, good on my feet, quick. Plus, I had Roy.
What could go
Yes.
wrong when you have Roy?
What
Exactly.
could possibly go wrong?
Listen, when you have Roy on your side, nothing ever goes wrong. And Roy will always make sure that if something goes wrong, no one will hear of it.
You know, the anatomy of a wyvern. Is the venom sac in the stinger itself, or is it inside the creature? Does Vasit have an idea?
Mm. No, you haven't fought against a wyvern yourself, so you wouldn't know the anatomy on that level.
Some of the most experienced hunters in my tribe, they collect this poison and they use them on these needles, and he holds out the blowgun needles. It's a shame I am unable to extract any poison from this. But I will get one of its teeth, and I go crack a teeth from its mouth and put it in my pouch.
All right.
Alright, let's see if
Maybe
this
there's
door
more down here.
is open.
I hope not.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
let's check the gate
enter.
now.
You go back to the sealed giant stone slab of a door, and you can see that there's the ground that it stood on has been pried up, and the stone has rolled into a slit on the side, and the door is open.
Absolutely great. Well, what more do we have to lose, I guess?
Let's find some dead miners. Woo! Miners with an E, not with an O. Woo, woo.
Bathist looks confused at Ailos not getting the reference.
All right,
Can we
so
see anything through the door before we go through it? Is there like just a void, as in a
Let's
portal,
look
or
through
is it
doors.
just a path?
it's a narrow tunnel,
How narrow?
one person at a time narrow.
What lazy
Fuck.
dwarf made
Marching
this? They made an
order!
entire huge door for this tiny passage. They tell tales of dwarven brilliance when it comes to like stone crafting, and this is what they made? No wonder they died out. They were horrendously bad at it.
Deal.
They're very small, Dio. Don't mock them.
Listen,
I will mock them. From the day I saw this until the day I died, dwarves
This is
are my
very
new
defensible.
enemies.
in Felspire, you know, mocking other races, that's a felony.
Is it because of their race or because of their inability to do the stuff they're supposed to be good at?
Dio,
But-
that's a savage comment to make. They are
Yeah,
great
that was the
craftsmen.
point.
Oh my god.
This is very defensible.
But I would interject that this tunnel that you see, it looks much newer and
Go on.
not. I would say it's more naturally made
Oh,
than
Okay.
by human hands.
That explains everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
nature has
might
taken
retract
over as
some of the things I said about the dwarves. I will refrain from making harsh judgment yet.
Dio, I have a question.
Yep.
Do you ever think before you open your mouth?
Not once. Why would I need to?
You are just like how like we live on different planets, and that's fine.
No, I think we're both here. Like you're just a bit over there, and I'm here. Well, I'm here right now. I've been a bit.
Not what I meant, buddy. Not what I meant.
I know, but I was trying to give you an olive branch.
Yeah, no.
So,
No.
Torch guy is first in the marching order.
Big guy first. Yeah.
I don't know. I want to check for traps in here, and I'm kind of good at that. So.
You want
I
to
don't
check
mind.
the traps in this natural tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Surely,
great place to put
surely
one.
What if
these
you trip on a
dwarves
vine?
haven't left.
Duh. No, fine. I'll go. You know what? I won't be brave. I'll go in the middle, so I'm the safest.
No, listen. You did really well in that previous room. We don't want to expend all usage of you early on.
Is that
And besides,
that
Vasset
how
is
you look
kind of
at me?
good at,
Dio? Just
you know, stuff like
how
that.
to use Josephine? Like,
There are so many answers to that. I'm not gonna start. That's not a conversation
well,
for now.
I think it's a conversation for now. Excuse
No.
me.
No, you can get seriously hurt, and maybe we should rotate a bit and make sure more people get hurt.
Also get hurt.
That
What?
sounded weird. That
Yeah.
sounded weird.
That's
Maybe. You know what? You just go.
I'm gonna go after Bassett.
Okay.
I'll do my best to check for traps
Do that.
with my torch.
Yes.
Poke the wall and, you know, using the light. That fancy shit.
Okay, so you enter Khazrak-Dur, a
Yeah.
great lost dwarven city in the region of Ashvale. And as soon as you take a step inside, you feel that the air itself it's much heavier, and the mood is completely different. Only a few meters behind you, and you start to get an uneasy feeling as there's something pulsating within the city. It's nothing like you ever felt before. And the thought of checking for traps goes completely out the window. Because the darkest thoughts in your mind start to intrude. And you can feel that it's something very bad in here. And you all get 10 madness points.
There you go.
Ay,
And
ay,
bef-
ay.
And before we will venture forward in this, we will take a week-long break. So this is where
Nice.
We sure
where
we
we're
don't
gonna
want to do a New Year's bonus. We're going to do 3 more hours.
Yeah.
I hear 3 more hours. Yeah, yeah.
As we come into this and we feel the darkness, I'm gonna curse in Elvish.
Yeah. So,
Wait.
are any of you about 20 now? But I assume everyone, or some of you are about 20 madness points.
I'm at 20.
I'm at 20.
Okay, the ones of you that are at 20, you are now level 2 in the madness scale, which will give you disadvantage on insight and investigation checks. And you're also sleeplessness, so you have a hard time resting. So that means each time you go to bed to take a long rest, you have to make a DC 12 wisdom saving throw each night. And if you fail, you will not get a long rest, but you will get a point of exhaustion instead.
Great.
Nice.
So that's level 2 of 5.
Cool.
What happened to this guy got mad over time? Like, I'm sorry, but we've been in here for what, like 4 hours, and it's still.
I haven't been in the corridor even
Yeah.
for like more than
and
a
it's
second.
just boom. Oh my god, I
Maybe
It
cannot
was
wait
really
to see what
spooky in
happens.
that one room.
I cannot
so.
wait to see what happens. That's so exciting. Will we make it out alive? Probably not, but hey, that's life.
But in the spirit of your group,
Josephine.
there is no such thing as resting or anything. You just plow on.
Yeah.
I love it.
We
I
just want to get to the
What
one
we
so we
do.
can get.
I was actually considering to say, hey, I need a short rest before going into this town, and then I didn't, and I regret it.
Neo would have responded, "Well, you look fine."
Yeah, you wouldn't have given it, like, yeah, that's true. You're right.
All right.